Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we talk about minimalism, how I became minimalist, why I became minimalist, and what is minimalist. Minimalist is basically a lifestyle. Some people just discover that we can live our life with less things, less stress, less things that you didn't like. We keep a lot of things in our life. For example, when I was in high school, I had no time to reading, to studying, to making exercise. I had no time to anything. So when I discovered minimalism, I watched a documentary about minimalism. It was this documentary. I watched it for once. It was really cool because for some reason I was watching something that makes sense for me. I had a lot of clothes, I had a lot of shoes, a lot of books, and then I donate a lot of things. I start to donate, just donating things that I didn't use. Then I start to selling things, then making money, and then I start to buying things that make sense for me. For example, if you made a shopping list right now, just a shopping list with things that you really need, things that you really that will really help you in your life, you probably had a lot of things to buy, but you don't have money, or you don't have, I don't know, you don't have time to buy those things. So you can see the things that you have, and you can sell the things that you have and buy things that you want. For example, there's a phrase that says, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And that makes a lot of sense. Because, for example, if you had a lot of shoes, you then use all of the shoes, you can sell those things to someone that will use your shoes. You have Facebook Marketplace, you can sell on Instagram, you can sell on your neighborhood, you can make a garage sale, and you can get all of these things that you have and you didn't use, you can sell and make money. And when you start to think about the life and the things that you want, you start to notice that you have things in your life, things that you didn't use, things that you didn't care about, and this is trash. This is a lot of trash. For example, there is a channel about minimalism. It's called Matt Vela. You probably have heard of him because he's really great. He's really great. He have an amazing channel with amazing videos. I started my channel because of him. He's an amazing YouTuber and filmmaker, and he talks about minimalism a lot. If you want to know more, his channel will be linked down below. There's another guy called Nathaniel Drill. He's amazing. He's like my favorite YouTuber. He talks about a lot of things about minimalism. It's really important to talk about this. That's really cool to talk about because when I started to become a minimalist, it was really hard because I really like a lot of brands. For example, there's a brand called Alive. Alive is really expensive in Brazil, and I bought some t-shirts from them, and I regret because it was a lot of money. But I have a picture of me right now using their brand, and I used this t-shirt for everything, for literally everything. Every party, every time that I was hanging out with my friends, it was insane because I was using a t-shirt for everything, and I didn't like this t-shirt. It was cool, it was great, but I prefer wear something basic, or something black, or a black t-shirt, a white t-shirt, a gray t-shirt. And it was really tough because I spent a lot of money on this t-shirt, so I couldn't buy another t-shirts. And I realized that I needed to buy new clothes to me and sell my old clothes. So I started. There was a website called Enjoy. It's from Brazil. Facebook Marketplace is for me the best place to sell things because everyone have Facebook and everyone has an account. So there are a lot of groups of selling and buying things and changing things, and that's garage sale groups is really cool. If you want to start to declutter your life, there's a simple guide. So imagine that you have 3 boxes. In the first box you have the essential things that you really need. For example, water, clothes, internet. Yes, we can live without internet. Food, some knowledge, those things, like we need those things to live. The essential things are a box that you have to keep. The second box is basically the non-essential things. Things that you can sell, you can just give to another person, you can donate those things. For example, some clothes that you didn't like, some games, some books, all these things you can sell. And people who don't care about you, so those people you can throw it out. So now you have the essential things, the non-essential things, and the last box is basically trash. You have some old socks, some old equipment, old clothes, old shoes, old paper, because you know we have a lot of paper in our house, old journal, old diaries, all these things, we have those things, but we don't need those things. So it's time to declutter. So take a box, put everything on it, and take the trash out. So another thing that is really important on minimalism is basically you have to understand the concept of minimalism. If you just throwing out everything that you have and you say, okay, now I'm a minimalist, so now I'm happy, and you are unhappy, that's because you did it wrong. For example, if you really like to read some book, some specific book, for example, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, and you donate this book, you feel guilty because you donate something that you really like. That's not the idea. The idea is to throw out or donate and give or sell things that you didn't need and keep those things that you really need. So you can start using some methods of organization. There's a woman called Marie Kondo. She talks about the KonMari method. The KonMari method is basically a way of declutter, so you can sell your things or donate your things and still keep those things that have mental or physical or emotional contact with it. Let's talk about digital minimalism. If you have no things, for example, we have less clothes and less shoes and less books, but you follow a lot of people on Instagram, and that's the whole problem. For example, if you focus on seeing all of these stories or all of the posts that they post, all of the reels, you will spend all your day just using Instagram. When you realize that you have a lot of things to do in your life, for example, you can practice a workout, you can practice yoga, you can meditate, you can start a new book, you can live your life. So why follow all of these people on Instagram? My idea of digital minimalism is basically focus on people or things that you're really interested in. Some tips to start to make a digital minimalism is basically unfollow some people on all the social medias. So you follow a lot of people on TikTok or Instagram, or you have a lot of subscriptions on YouTube. You start to declutter those things, because when you start to focus on channels, profiles, and accounts that you really like, you start to see you can absorb more content, more good content for you. Delete some contacts. We have a lot of contacts on your cell phone, and we have no time to do this, so that's a great time to start to delete all of these contacts. Organize your playlists. You know that song that you skip all the time on your playlist? It's time to delete that song, because you didn't like the song, you didn't listen to the song. So try to make a playlist of 10 musics, 10, 12, or I don't know, 13 musics that you really like. Music that inspire you, music that you really like to listen, and make a playlist. I have some playlists, I will just link it down below, so start to organize your life. I know that's really hard to understand how organize your life, how organize your calendar, your studies on digital, but I have a video, great video about this. It's called Notion, how I organize my entire life on Notion. It will link it about down below, so be free to watch it after you finish this video. Reduce your screen time. Yes, that's really tough, because when I started to reduce my screen time, I was thinking all my work is on my Mac. So why I will reduce my screen time? And then I realized that I don't need it to reduce my screen time. I needed to focus my screen time on things that will change my life. For example, a great tip that I received like last week was watch all of these videos that are on your watching list or your watching later list from YouTube. It's basically this: just try to focus your screen time on things that help you. For example, read a book. That's okay, you can have this. Less Instagram, less YouTube, less games, I don't know. Try to think about things that you really want to achieve and how you are spending your time. Then you know where to focus your time and where to not focus on. This book is called Minimalism, A Guide to Beginners. I wrote this last week. If you really want to know more about minimalism, be free to download it and read it. And after you read it, you can comment here what you think about the book, what you think about the video. Be free to do this, because every feedback is really good to help me to make more videos for you. That's basically how I became minimalist. It's a self-discovery journey. And I think that everyone is on their journey or personal journey. And that's okay. If you don't know what you're doing in your life, or if you don't know what to declutter or what to keep it, that's okay. That's really okay. Just take time, doing when you are comfortable, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I see you soon.